Hello, welcome to Champion Audi. My name is Mark. This evening I have the pleasure of showing you the new 2009 Audi A4. Let's take a look. Over here you'll notice the new front of the vehicle. The car has the single frame grille, which is one of the key features of the new design of the Audi. This grille signifies the new look of Audi. It's bold, it makes a statement. I really like it. Now when we come over into the new light fixture, it houses the bi-xenon headlights. The really nice feature about this are these LED daytime running lights. This is not only a safety feature, but this is also one of the new features that says, hey, I'm an Audi, look at me. I love the new look of the front bumper. If you notice down here, we have these aggressive spoilers on both sides of the car. It gives that car that squatted look and that aggressive stance. Right over in here we have the front fog lights, which you can use for additional lighting. The bumper flows nicely into the fender. And if you notice here on the fender, we have these muscular wheel arches that also go along with the look of sporty and aggressiveness. This is the new 18-inch alloy wheel mounted on the summer tires, which will give you that superior grip. The fender flows very nicely into the front mirrors, which also house the new LED turn indicators. Very nice feature. You'll also notice on this car that everything is body colored and everything is coordinated. On the Prestige model, you'll notice the window trim is chrome. Gives the car a very classy look, which is a very hard thing to do with a car these days. You have classy yet sportiness. Now what I'd like to do is take you inside the new A4 and show you some of the new key features of this vehicle. Let's take a look. The new interior of the A4, you can see how spacious the car is. Notice the amount of headroom that I have in this vehicle. Notice the amount of legroom that I have. And notice the shoulder room. It's very spacious. They did a great job of utilizing the space of this car. What I'd like to do now is we're going to concentrate on the driver's side door, and I'm going to show you some of the new improvements that they've made. On the driver's side door, at the very top over here, this is where we can control your power mirrors. Not only can I do the driver's side and the passenger side, but the mirrors are also heated. Right below that, I have my power window controls, and I can control each individual window, or I can do all four at the same time. And by the way, the windows have pinch protection. Right above this, I have the memory seat function. This is where I can program my seating position and also my wife's seating position. This comes in very handy, especially when we're switching out with cars. On the lower part of the door, this is where I have my trunk release, which makes it very easy and convenient when I need to load stuff into the back. I can open up the trunk from here. Now, if we look here in the instrument area, I like to call this the line of sight. If you notice what Audi has done with their ergonomics here, is they've lined up all the important information such as your gauges and your MMI screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look here at the gauges in the center, and we're going to start off here with the temperature gauge, the RPM gauge, speedometer, and your fuel gauge. The most vital information about your new A4 is displayed right here. You'll also notice how the gauges are backlit with a white color, and anything that is changing is lit in a red color. So it's very easy to distinguish information from things that are changing while driving at night. You'll also notice here in the center display is my information center. This is going to give me information such as my favorite radio station or CD that I'm listening to. It's going to let me know my average fuel consumption, how many miles I've driven, my elapsed driving time, how many miles are on my car, and what gear I'm in. So that is very useful while driving. And then if we look slightly over to the side, I have my MMI screen. And what you're going to notice with the new dashboard is that it has about a 7-degree rake towards the driver, making it very easy for you to see and not have to stare at the objects to find it. But also, it's not turned so much that it isolates the passenger from making any changes to the radio or the climate control. So they did a great job of utilizing that space. Now if you look right here at the MMI screen, it's a nice bright color display screen, And this is going to display all the information on your new A4, such as your radio, satellite radio, your CD changer, your Bluetooth for your cellular phone, and you also have a car feature where you can set up and customize features on your car. Now what I wanted to show you were some features over here on the steering wheel of your new A4. If you notice here on the steering wheel 1, it's a very nice thick wheel, so it feels very nice in your hand. It goes along with that sport theme. You'll also notice there's a couple controls here on the steering wheel. I can control the volume of my stereo right here. I also have a push to talk button where I can control features like my Bluetooth. I can activate the Bluetooth by speaking a command such as dialing a number and actually verbally giving the number and the car making the call. On the other side of the steering wheel, I have another toggle switch which is used for changing my radio stations or my CD tracks, or when I press the mode button, it will engage the Bluetooth feature and I can scroll through my phone book, which would be displayed in my center display right here. Really nice feature to have. The steering column, if I go down here, if I pull this out, the steering wheel will tilt and telescope, which is very nice for having drivers of different heights and so forth. We can get the perfect, comfortable fit. To the left of the steering, I have the headlight controls. Now this is a Prestige model. In this model, I have the automatic headlight sensors. So all I need to do is put my headlight switch to the automatic mode and the lights will come on and go off as needed, depending on how dark or light it is outside. I also have individual buttons for both the front fog lights as well as the rear fog lights. Now on the side of the steering column, I have my indicators and high beams, my cruise control, and also my wiper controls. Now the wipers on this Prestige model are also rain sensitive. And how it works is, basically I have a sensor right here on the windshield. And a lot of my clients ask me, well, how does it know when it's wet? You have a light on the inside, and when a water droplet hits the sensor, it actually reflects the light a little bit differently than if it was just straight light. And that's how it knows that there's moisture on the glass. According to how many little droplets there are reflecting light, determines how fast the wipers go. Pretty neat, huh? That's some of Audi's technology. Now if we look in here, we have our air conditioning vents, but right below it, this is the MMI system for the new A4. This is something new in the 2009 model car. It's very easy to use, very intuitive, and what's nice about it is everything that I play with here is going to be displayed in this color display screen. So right here I have the FM AM button. Most people will be listening to their stereo on their favorite stations. What's nice with this new system is it will pick up and display every radio station that is in your local area. Now how this system works is this little knob here just does volume. This one I want you to think of as like the mouse for your home computer. It's like a little toggle switch. You rotate it to the left or right to move through the screen, and you push it in to select what you'd like to select. So right now I'm in the FM screen. I'm going to scroll to my favorite radio station, and I'll just push it in to select the station that I'd like. It's pretty easy to use. Now I also have my satellite radio feature. Below that is the media button. On the opposite side we have the telephone button for your Bluetooth cellular phone. And remember, with the Bluetooth feature, once we sync your phone and the car together, it will download all the information from your phone into the car, displaying it here in the MMI screen, such as your phone book, missed calls, dialed calls, received calls. So it makes it very easy to make a phone call or see the missed calls and so forth while driving your car without having to touch the phone. Safety. Down here we have the car button and setup button. And what these features are for is customizing your new A4 to your personal needs. And what you can do with these features are things like you can program the keys how you would like them to work or unlock the car, whether you want it to unlock just the driver's side door or the driver and passenger door or all four doors. We can also program your coming home light feature, how long you would like the lights to stay on to illuminate a path when you shut the vehicle off. So there's lots of key features in there that you can set up for you and your family.